January 25th, 2014. It's the middle of my junior year and in the middle of my wrestling season. My team is headed for a varsity tournament in Granada High School at Livermore. And it's an individual tournament, and I'm destroying. I'm killing it. I'm doing great. 3 matches go by, and I win each one. And I get to the top of my weight bracket. The match for first place has come, and it's time to wrestle Mike Sanchez. I'll never forget his name because he definitely changed my life for the better. The whistle blows, and my body goes straight up into the air within the matter of a second. His arms wrap around my waist and bring me to the ground in a matter of as fast as light. The last thing I remember is hearing my head hit the mat and my eyes going black. Being an artist changes your perspective on many things because you see a lot of things in many varieties of ways. It started when I drew a leaf for a class that I was experimenting in my sophomore year, and I started to embrace it more after some drunk nights out with some friends and after I graduated high school. In my sophomore year of high school, I took my first ever art class. The first project comes along, and I thought it was going to be an easy A. We're assigned to look through magazines that he's providing us, and the magazines include Food Magazine, People Magazine, National Geographic Magazine. I pick up a National Geographic magazine and flip through it a little bit until I find this photo of a leaf secluded in the middle of the street, and I resonated with it. It caught my eye, so I stuck with it. The next part of the project was to pick a part of the leaf and do a blown up drawing of it and shade it in, and shade it real nicely. Being the person I am, I procrastinated this until the very last second. I thought I could get it done as last minute as I could. So it was a third period class, and in the high school I went to, third period was the period that had read period, the period where you get to do whatever you want for 30 minutes as long as you're quiet. So I ran into class, got my sketchbook out, got my photo out, and started drawing it. A couple lines, a couple dots here and there, bang, bang. I go to turn in the project, and to my surprise, I'm nervous. I'm nervous of turning in the project. But, also to my surprise, he loved it. And I was shocked to hear his amazement. It's like, wow, how'd you do that, he said. I had no idea what I did. I had no idea. In this moment, I felt proud. Not because he acknowledged me, but because he and everyone who looked at the piece all asked the same thing, and that was how. I felt obligated after this to find out how. So that's why I pursued art and kept going with it, and I kept trying. Then there came the time after graduation, later in my art career, where I wanted to have fun, maybe be a little stupid, and hang out for a little bit. Me and some friends are hanging out, and we all decide to go get drunk at midnight at an elementary school. Fast forward to the school, an empty bottle of Fireball, and half a bottle of crappy vodka, and I'm drunk. Like, make new friends that are like glowing lights in a car kind of drunk. I called them my friends Red and Blue. I remembered sitting at one of the benches in the park at the playground and going, I have my backpack with me. And in my backpack was always my sketchbook. So I decided to pull out my sketchbook and a handful of pencils, throw them on the table, and have me and all of my friends start drawing in it. Now, we're all pretty drunk, so the drawings aren't the greatest, but I do remember looking up and looking at all my friends and going, I love all of these people. Not necessarily because I was drunk, maybe a little bit, But more so because with these people, I was happy, I was safe, and I was carefree. Art has made me a passionate person, and I see the good in people more than I see the bad in them. So in between experimenting with classes and having fun with friends, I had somewhat of an epiphany after I woke up from the mat. I woke up and saw maybe 5, 6 people standing over me, just relieved that I even opened my eyes. I had assessed the situation and realized I had lost bad, like really bad. I woke up and I was frustrated, which was weird because I don't really get irritated, but I was more embarrassed, and just the situation, it made me feel angry. So I run out of the gym, and it's probably not a good thing to do since being concussed. But I run out of the gym and I go sit on a park bench in my anger. And being an artist, you look at things differently than other people. I sat there on that bench and looked at the situation I was in, and I looked at myself and I didn't really like myself at that moment. I was being a baby. It was something dumb. You're not dead. You don't gotta worry about it. You're not hurt. Well, you are. You're concussed, but you're not dead. After that day, I concluded that I would never get that way again over something so silly. Every day, I'm thankful for this day because it's made me a different person. It's made me a better person because I'm more passionate. I'm more caring. I enjoy the little things a lot. And without this day, without this change in my personality, I would definitely not have some of the people that are in my life today that I can call family.